There's something deeply comforting about waking up every morning, knowing that someone out there loves us unconditionally. Imagine starting your day with the peace and reassurance that, no matter what challenges come your way, you're not alone. Today, I want to share a powerful prayer, one that resonates with so many who seek hope, guidance, and unwavering love in the midst of life's uncertainties. But more importantly, I want to reflect on what this prayer means in our daily lives and how we can carry its message forward. As I stand here, I feel this overwhelming sense of gratitude. We often take for granted the little things: waking up, breathing the fresh air, seeing a new day. But these simple moments are gifts, reminders that life is filled with endless possibilities. Each new morning is like a blank canvas waiting for us to create something meaningful. In the prayer, there's a beautiful acknowledgement of God's kindness and mercy. It strikes a chord because, even when we falter, even when we don't feel deserving, the love we receive from God never diminishes. Think about that for a moment. How many times have we doubted ourselves or felt unworthy of good things? Yet, the beauty of faith lies in this constant and changing love. It's a reminder that life itself is a testament to this grace. Trust and surrender to a higher purpose. I believe there's great power in surrender. It's not about giving up, but rather letting go of the need to control everything. The prayer talks about placing our lives, decisions, and interactions into God's hands. This resonated deeply with me. In our fast-paced world, we're often taught to rely solely on ourselves, our skills, our logic, our understanding. But sometimes, it's okay to admit that we don't have all the answers. Surrendering to a higher purpose, trusting that God has a plan, brings peace that surpasses all understanding. Have you ever found yourself at a crossroads, not knowing what decision to make? I've been there too. But the prayer beautifully emphasizes that with God's guidance, we'll find the right path. It's about taking that leap of faith, trusting that every step, even if uncertain, is leading us to something good. God's love is our foundation, the rock upon which we can build our lives, knowing that we're never truly lost as long as we hold on to Him. Choosing to reflect love in our interactions. There's also a call in the prayer that challenges me personally, the desire to be a reflection of God's love. It's not easy to always respond with kindness, especially when others hurt us. But the prayer urges us to rise above retaliation, to choose love over anger, in our everyday lives. How often do we face moments where we're tempted to react out of frustration? Yet, it's in these moments that we're called to be the light in the world, to reflect the love we've been given. For me, this means taking a pause before responding, allowing grace to guide my actions. When someone treats us unfairly, the natural reaction is to strike back, to defend ourselves. But what if, instead, we chose to let love lead the way? I think that's a message we all need to carry forward, not just in grand gestures, but in the small, everyday interactions that make up the fabric of our lives. The role of faith in facing life's challenges. Life is filled with challenges, and often we don't see the way forward. The prayer reminds us that God knows every challenge we'll face and has already provided a way through each trial. That's a powerful thought. When we feel uncertain or overwhelmed, we're not meant to rush ahead, trying to figure things out on our own. Instead, it's about taking a step back, listening for that quiet, guiding voice, trusting that God's plan is unfolding, even if we don't fully understand it in the moment. In my own life, I've experienced moments of deep uncertainty, times when I wasn't sure which direction to take. But looking back, I see how every trial was shaping me, preparing me for something greater. That's what this prayer speaks to, the faith that, no matter what comes our way, we're never without guidance, never without hope. Staying grounded in faith and trust. The prayer also emphasizes the importance of staying grounded, of not wandering into places where we don't belong. I see this as a metaphor for life. There are so many distractions, so many paths that seem appealing but may lead us away from our true purpose. We need God's protection from these distractions, from the enemy's attempts to pull us off course. But here's where trust comes in again, trusting that, with God as our protector, we're safe. This doesn't mean life will be without difficulties, but it does mean that we're not alone in facing them. Every time we feel doubt, insecurity, or anxiety creeping in, we can remind ourselves of God's promise that He will never leave us nor forsake us. It's this promise that gives us the strength to face each day with confidence. So, what can we take away from this prayer? For me, the lesson is clear. Life is a journey of trust, surrender, and reflection. We're called to trust in a higher plan, even when we don't see the full picture. We're invited to surrender our need for control, to place our lives in God's hands and believe that He's guiding us every step of the way. And we're challenged to reflect the love we've been given, not just in easy moments, but especially when it's hardest to do so. This prayer is more than just words. It's a guide for how we can live each day with purpose, faith, and love. As we move forward, may we remember that we're never truly alone, that we have a loving Father who walks with us, and that each day is an opportunity to experience His grace in new and unexpected ways. As we wrap up, let's reflect on one final thought. Life is full of uncertainties, but one thing remains constant: God's love. In every challenge, in every decision, we can find peace in knowing that we're held by a love that never wavers. So today, as you face whatever comes your way, hold on to that truth. Trust in the plan that's been laid out for you. And know that you have the strength to overcome any obstacle. And as you move forward, don't forget to be a light for others, showing them the love, grace, and kindness that you've been given. I encourage you to take a moment and reflect: how can you trust more, love more, and surrender more in your own life? Let's make this day one of purpose and faith, knowing that God is with us every step of the way.